Okay, to show skill checks, I'm just going to keep on with the sample game I've got set up here and play through Admiral Adama's turn. So we move the current player token there. The first thing is to draw skill cards. So he's going to draw 3 leadership and 2 tactics. So he's going to get his 3 leadership and his 2 tactics. Now I thought he had, did I just draw 1 too few? I think I did. Yeah, he should have 4 left because Rosalind made him discard 2 of his, but he still had 1. Okay, so now it's his movement phase. Where would he like to go? I think probably their most pressing concern right now is to take out those Vipers before they get to the civilian ships. So he'll probably move to weapons control and use his action to attack one Cylon ship with Galactica. So we'll come back and look at that action when I go over combat, which will be next. So let's just say that happens. And then now it's time for the crisis phase. So he's going to turn over and read the crisis card. Crisis card is terrorist investigations. I have appointed an independent tribunal to investigate the circumstances surrounding the explosion. That's a quote by Laura Rosalind. So this is a skill check. If we pass the skill check, the current player looks at 1 random loyalty card belonging to any player. So that's a biggie. If we don't pass it, but we get a 6+, then nothing happens. But if we fail it, then we're going to lose 1 morale. Okay, so the way skill checks works is that after we've read the card and the current player has made any decisions that's on the card, it goes to the player's left, and that player can play any number of skill checks, skill cards. Actually, I'm doing this wrong, sorry. First, we take 2 cards from the Destiny deck. And we put them somewhere where everybody can see them. Now, starting with the player to the active player's left, each player can play any number of skill cards. Now, you can see this skill check is looking for yellow or green. So any cards that are any yellow or green cards that anybody plays are going to add towards the total and be good for this. Any cards that are not yellow or green are going to be bad and they're going to subtract from the total. So Laura Rosalind here has 3 yellow. She's a Cylon, so she'd like this to fail. But she probably doesn't want to look too suspicious. Everybody knows that she's got politics cards, which are yellow. So she'll probably want to throw in 1 card. And you can see she played her lowest card, which is a 1. Starbuck over here, on the other hand, has only 1 red card. She can't contribute to this, so she's probably going to pass. If she were a Cylon, she could throw that in. Same thing with the Chief. He doesn't have any. And now it gets back here to Adama. Now he's got lots of green cards. So he probably will toss a bunch of these in. So he can play this 5. That. He might not want to spend them all, but he can throw these in. So now all players have had a chance to contribute any number of cards to the skill check. Now somebody picks these up and shuffles them like crazy. It's very important to shuffle these up so that people won't know kind of the order, what came from what. Okay, now what we do is we turn them over and lay them out. Yellow, that's good. Green, that's good. Green, that's good. Purple, that's bad. Green, that's good. Okay, so we got 5, 7, 10, 11. Minus 3 is 8. So we look over here. Did we get 12? No, we didn't get 12. So we didn't pass. Did we get a 6+? Yes. So no effect. Nothing happens. So if, say if Laura Roslin had had some big purple one she could have thrown in instead of that one, you can see how that would make a difference, making it fail, making it lose a morale. So that's basically how the skill checks worked, and all of these guys are discarded. And then we move on to the next step, which in this case is moving the heavy raiders, and then moving the jump. Okay, next let's take a quick look at combat. It's most games, when you look at the section of rules under combat, it's going to be one of the longest sections of the game, especially Fantasy Flight games. But this game, combat's super simple. On the last turn, Adama had moved to the weapons control, and he used his one action to attack one Cylon ship with Galactica. Now, he could attack the base star, and that might be the best thing for him to do. But these raiders are honing in on the civilian ships, so he might want to shoot at one of those. Basically, whenever you attack something, all you do is you consult this handy-dandy chart on the back of the rules, and you roll the dice. So you can see I'm attacking if he attacks the raider, he just needs to roll a 3 through 8, and it destroys the raider. So he rolls 4, he got it. You have to make those sound effects, by the way. And that raider's destroyed. Now, if he was going to, say he decided to attack the base star instead, he would just look at here. Okay, we're attacking the base star. Is he attacking with a Viper? No. With Galactica? Yep. So he rolls a 5 through 8. He rolls a 6. And it is damaged, which means we put a damage marker on it. There's enough damage markers, the base star's destroyed. You can see if he was attacking it with a nuke, which he could use this action instead of the action on the board. He could use this action to launch one nuke at a base star, which means he would roll the dice. Got a 7. Destroyed and destroy 3 raiders in the same area. So that the nukes are very powerful. That's why he only gets 2. So anyway, that's combat. Very simple. Just look at the chart and roll the dice. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is jumping the ship. So how this works is whenever the ship token goes to either the auto jump or if it's in one of these blue ones, and the player uses this FTL control to jump, this is what happens. So the first thing is you remove all the ships from the board because we're jumping away. So those go away, these go away, these go away. Actually, I'm not sure what happens to these. I'm not sure if you lose them or not. You'll have to look that up in the rules if that happens. So, remove all the ships from the board. Now, the admiral, whoever's the admiral, like I said, there's line of succession, so there's always going to be an admiral. The admiral turns over 2 cards, 2 of these destination cards, and then chooses one of them. So in this case, we could go to the Ragnar anchorage, which the admiral may repair up to 3 Vipers and 1 Raptor. These ships may be damaged or even destroyed, so that's pretty cool. But it's only a distance of 1. Or we could go to a remote planet. We're going to lose a fuel and destroy a Raptor, but it's a distance of 2. So like anything else in this game, it's an interesting decision, and it will vary on whether or not the admiral is a Cylon. If he's a Cylon, well, it just depends. It's an interesting decision, which is what the game's all about. So let's say he picks the Ragnar anchorage to play it safe. So you put this one at the bottom of the deck. If you can lift the card up, there. And then you put this one here, and you reset the jump track. And that's basically it. Now as you get more locations, you'll put them like this. And then each time you'll need to add these up. So there's 3, 5, 6. Okay, well, so say we were here, we're at 3. And now we jump. Now we're at 6. We want to look at this cobalt card and see, oh, we've passed 4. That means that the sleeper agent phase has to happen. So we do the sleeper agent phase. So we jump again. Oh, now we're at 9. Which we've passed 8. The next time the fleet jumps, the humans win. So that's basically how the humans win. So we're at 9, or we're above 8. Get all the way up here to automatic jump. Humans win. Game's over. So that's my rules primer for Battlestar Galactica. I'm sure I've left something out, but this should give you a general overview of what all the components do and how the game kind of works. Can't wait to play it. See you guys later.